Good afternoon and many thanks for joining us on ABS World News at noon. I am Chizoba Nwadiobu. The trial of two potential treatments for the Bundibugyo species of Ebola behind the deadly outbreak in DR Congo began in the country, the World Health Organization has said. There are no approved vaccines or treatments for the rare strain which has been spreading in the northeastern provinces of the Democratic Republic of Congo. There have been 1,406 confirmed cases and 438 confirmed deaths in the DRC, while 208 people have recovered from the virus, according to figures from the WHO. Today, the clinical trial of two therapeutics began. With the enrollment of the first patient, WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said, the trial is evaluating the monoclonal antibody MBP134 and the antiviral drug remdesivir, alone and in combination. Patients who enroll in the trial will receive comprehensive supportive care and close follow-up, Tedros insisted. We are also working to ensure that they have access to the two drugs should they prove safe and efficacious in the trial. Trial could take several months. The outbreak is heavily centered in the DRC's Uturi province. And in Iran has begun several days of public mourning and funeral processions for its former supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, more than 4 months after he was killed in strikes launched by the US and Israel. The former Ayatollah's body will lie in state in Tehran's Grand Mosala ahead of his burial in his hometown of Mashhad next Thursday. It comes as Iran and the United States observe a fragile ceasefire after signing a preliminary deal to halt their conflict in June. Khamenei's body will lie in the Grand Mosala for 3 days, alongside the remains of family members who were also killed in the US and Israeli strikes in February. There will be an official funeral ceremony in Tehran on Saturday. Authorities have ordered public and private offices in Tehran to close from Saturday through Monday, while traffic restrictions will shut down most of the city centers to private vehicles. The airspace over Tehran will be partially closed from Friday and fully closed on Monday. Following the ceremonies in Tehran, the former supreme leader's body will be taken to the Iraqi holy cities of Najaf and Karbala prior to his burial in Mashhad. A man has died after setting himself on fire while holding a Tibetan flag outside the United Nations headquarters in New York, police has said. The New York Police Department said that law enforcement personnel responding to an emergency call made at about 6:30 p.m. found a 52-year-old man with severe burns throughout his body. The man was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead, adding that an investigation was ongoing. U.S. media and a pro-Tibet activist said the individual was a pro-Tibet campaigner. Police did not confirm this claim or provide any potential motive for his action. Techo Gyatso, president of the International Campaign for Tibet, named the deceased man as Loba Langzen. Loba was a tireless advocate for Tibet who devoted himself to peacefully raising awareness in the human rights crisis in Tibet. Taylor Swift and her American football player fiancé Travis Kelce have kicked off rumored wedding celebrations in Madison Square Garden in New York City. High-profile friends of the couple, from actress Lena Dunham to frequent collaborator Jack Antonoff, were spotted Thursday evening in formal attire. Around 100 people were expected at the event, ahead of a much larger celebration today, boasting up to 1,000 guests at the arena. Celebrity gossip outlet TMZ fired up a live feed of what appeared to be one of the garden's loading bays, where for several hours one could watch stationary forklifts and the occasional event staffer sneaking a cigarette. And on sports, President Bola Tinubu has officially bid farewell to Team Nigeria ahead of the country's participation at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland, as the federal government reaffirmed its commitment to the nation's athletes. The send-off ceremony held at the presidential villa in Abuja aimed to inspire the Nigerian contingent as they prepare to depart for the United Kingdom, with the president charging the athletes and officials to compete with courage, discipline, and the resilient spirit that has become synonymous with Nigeria on the global sporting stage. Team Nigeria departs the country today for Aberdeen, Scotland, where the athletes will undergo a 3-week intensive training camp before moving to Glasgow for the Games, holding from July 23 to August 2. Nigeria will compete in 10 sports with a 74-member athlete contingent, aiming to support its performance at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, where the country finished as Africa's highest-ranked team with 35 medals, 12 gold, 9 silver, and 14 bronze. And before we go, remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world via our website at www.absradiotelevision.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Radio Television. Follow us on our social media handles at ABS Radio TV, Television on Facebook, at ABS Radio Television on Instagram and X. And that's the size of our package this afternoon. I am Chizoba Madiobu. Good afternoon.